Okay, trying to get my tripod to work so I have my hands free. No, Abdul, you're not first. Okay, so happy Ramadan. Exciting stuff. Yay, hi. I'm gonna see if I can get to show. Can everyone see me? Can everyone see me? Oh, no, we'll do normal. Thank you, goodbye. Alright, so, yay, exciting stuff. Everyone can see me, yay. Okay, good times. Welcome to the live thing. I'm sorry I didn't upload a video yesterday. Yeah, the other one was oriented this way, so it looked really stupid. So oh God, Yusuf. My best friend's husband just said, I like turtles. Thanks, bud. So I just stopped it and redid it. Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. I was sick yesterday, so I didn't put up a video, so I owe you one. I hope this makes up for it. I might film a quick video and do 2 today, inshallah. This will be a live, long one, inshallah. I will, do a nice long one, inshallah. Yay, Yusuf. Yep, you all know Yusuf. He's very chatty on here, but not in any of my videos. What time is it? It's right now 6:30, right about there. Okay, I'll definitely let Toodles know you say hi. Why are you live streaming in your car and not home? Because I felt like it, man. Because I felt like it. Okay, so my henna, don't worry, I'll get to that question, Elizabeth. So this is my henna. My friend Sana did it. See if you can find the Star Wars reference. It's pretty obvious. But she did an excellent job. She just does this for fun. And then, because even though I'm an artist, I really can't, thank you, I really can't do henna because my hands shake like they shake like this when I do like detail work. And so this is the henna I did on myself yesterday. You can see how straight my lines are, as in not really. So yeah, there's this. Okay, so yeah, I mean, come on, I'm part of the resistance, so there we go. You know what, it is really hard. This took me about a half hour. Honestly, the henna I got, I don't know what kind it was, but this was on my skin for like 10 minutes, and I washed it off because I was like, oh, it's not really good, and this is how dyed it is. Like, that was some strong henna. Anyways, I'll ignore that. So yeah, this is my henna. It went off of, we saw it on Pinterest. I just Googled Star Wars henna, and this was an option. So, and she did an awesome job for somebody who, well, she did an awesome job, period. And she doesn't do it very often. And then she did henna on my friend MK, and just like, it was so bold and beautiful. I was like, oh, next time. So, but any of my henna I do, I try to put some Star Wars in there. So glad you're doing Ramadan videos, special after the terrible backlash of one of your videos, terrible hateful trolls. Yeah, that's okay. You know what? Live and let live. It really didn't bother me as much as it bothered everybody else, apparently. Yeah. So, my henna is very unique. Alhamdulillah. I'm very happy with it. Yeah. I think it is the internet connection. I'm sorry. Maybe if I take this inside. Alright, we're gonna go on a field trip then. I'm gonna take my little tripod. The only reason I'm not filming inside is because my apartment's really dark and messy, so I try not to film in there. Alright, well, we'll go inside anyways. Ugh. Old lady legs. So I'm gonna go in, hopefully get better internet, and you'll get to see Coco. When are you gonna come visit us in New Jersey? Yikes, New Jersey. One of my really close friends lives in New Jersey, so that might happen. Oh, hold on. Some comments are going so fast. Okay. It's gonna get real dark. Hi, Coke. Hi, Coco. We coming in here? All right. Yikes. I know. Hello. I know. Yes. So, say hi to Coco. Coco, come here. You don't want to say hi anymore? I don't know why I laugh every time I see you. Well, it's better than crying. Okay. Coco's doing... Okay, so Coco... Alright, so Coco had a scare. If you follow me on Instagram, you know she had really bad sickness. Didn't you? She had a really bad sickness. Say hello, everyone. She had a really bad sickness a couple weeks ago, and she's doing a million times better. And no licky licky. We talked about this. No licky licky. And you're just gonna sit over there and look cute? Alright. And we put her on medication. It was kind of expensive, so my savings took a dip, sadly. But alhamdulillah. Yeah, she's super small. She's how many are you? She's right around 4 pounds. Okay, so Becca. Now, everybody asks about this a lot. I know people are very interested. And I know, yes, I am moving, but I'm gonna do this one first. So Becca and I used to be really close friends. And then I moved down here to Texas. I'm never going to divulge why we're no longer friends. Like, my close personal friends know, and my scholars know, and the people who are close to me know, I guess. But I don't think it's going to be public information, just because of a person I care about, and I never would want them hurt by all the information that's out there, I guess, if it was out there. So let's just say it wasn't an argument. Yeah, my dog likes to run around on my back. It wasn't really an argument. It was just a separating of values, and yeah. It's sad. It is sad to hear. It really is, because you expect better from people, and yeah. I mean, I can only be very vague about it because it would gut me to hurt a person. But let's just say there's reasons we're no longer friends, and there's reasons why I took all of her photos off of any social media, and there's reasons why she's no longer on any of my videos. I hate to cut it that deep and be that rude about it, but you know, if I see her, I'll give her my salams, but that's about it. So that just sort of shares that. Coco is so funny. Yes, I mean, detach is the best. Yes, better friends have filled that void so strongly, and I am glad for it, and alhamdulillah. Coco's in her little house over there. So, okay, so moving. When I moved into this apartment, I did an apartment tour, and it was like, I glossed over the bad details about it, and it's just a bad, I just dislike this apartment. And I just waited for my lease to be up. I'm going to move closer to Valley Ranch. Right now I live in Euless, which is sort of the south part near the airport, so the bottom part of the airport. So I'm going to be moving up to Valley Ranch again, back to almost exactly back to where I came from. I love living in Texas. It would be hard for me to move away from Texas. Like, it would have to be, there would have to be some really big pull for me to leave, specifically Valley Ranch area. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. I love it. The weather is really nice. The people are very nice. Do you experience much discrimination? No, barely any. Honestly, it was a once a week situation when I was up north. Now it's like once a year situation. More so since I live here in Euless. I've noticed that. More weird looks, more... because it's not as cosmopolitan. Do I still work at Bayana? No, I do not. Nope. Another thing I'm distancing myself from, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah. I don't do the badges anymore just because you end up with like a whole bunch of stock, and it's, yeah. I have so much junk that more junk. I don't know how people sell stuff. I really don't. I don't understand how people have a store or sell things, because you just get so much stuff. Have I always been this confident? Oh God, no. No. Especially during and after my divorce. I was like a raw edge. And now, I had this conversation with a friend like forever ago. I've always been bold, so I think people, if you see a bold person, you think confidence, but to me they're two separate things. Confidence in oneself is different than just putting yourself out there and being bold. Like those things are two separate things. I've always been, as an adult, I've always been a bold person. Being a confident person is a whole different situation, and I've come into that within the last 10 years. Where is Valley Ranch? It's in Irving. Valley Ranch is in Irving. So, I mean, thank you. So, yeah, so confidence and being bold are two different things. A lot of stuff coming through. How's your parents? My mom just retired, so that's awesome. Hi, Anne-Marie. I thank you for watching so much. You know what? Mona, she asked how people take you, what was it? When you're goofy. I don't know. It's like, you can be either goofy all the time, or you can be goofy in parts, or you just have to know when to be grounded and when to be goofy. So I'd like to think I have a balance, but if you ask certain people, it probably is more leaning towards the goofy end than to the, okay, things are happening. So what's happening to the series on Islam for the beginners? Okay. That is a very good question, and it's money I raised with Quran Weekly. I got kicked out of Quran Weekly because of situations that happen, a parting of the ways between the founder and I. And so they're going to run with it, and I hope to God that Becca runs with it for whatever, because that is beholden upon us to run with it. And since I can no longer run it, then I hope she takes the reins and she takes that seriously. But yeah, I am no longer a part of that situation. It really weighs on me, but I mean, what can you do? So Becca is married to Numan? No. Okay. How long? I'm trying to scroll back. Honestly, Sweet Treats, it's something that I think about all the time, about the money that we raised, and I hope that it gets developed, and I hope that it gets developed correctly. But after you raise money, there's not much you can do, I guess, once you're sort of cut out of a situation. Honestly, the whole thing is wrapped up, and I wish I could explain it, but I really can't. It stinks. It really stinks. Because that's why I was so leery about fundraising for the Well Project this year, was just because you put that trust in me and I couldn't see it through. Not through my own fault, but just because other people's egos, I guess. So that's sort of like, I was very weary about fundraising for Charity Water, but I realized that the benefit outweighs the sort of drama, I guess. I don't know. But this is just sort of the thought process that I went through, and I think it's because my friend Sadaf really spearheaded it that I felt like I could help. Where do you work now? I work at Valley Ranch Islamic Center, the best flippin' place in the whole world. Alhamdulillah, like, it feels like my whole path has led me, like, it turned me here, and turned me there, just so I could go there and work. So I'm truly blessed to work in a masjid all day, and I get to do the things I love. Sounds like it was a big, complicated party. Yeah, it really was. And this has been that was going on last year and the year before. It was a huge drama thing, and I don't like spreading drama. At least I hope I don't. I hope that's not perceived of me. So that's sort of why I kept quiet. Okay. So, been following you for a couple years, and I think you're doing an excellent job. Keep the word, from Lester. Oh, thank you, Sam. I wish I was your friend. You are my friend. I feel like that's honestly why I continue doing videos, is because I feel like my friends are here. I don't do it for any other reason. Like, I don't really get monetary gains out of this. I don't really I'm not famous. People are like, they're like, you look so familiar, and it helps with the introduction, but really there's no other benefit besides to like talking to you guys, and you guys were my friends long before I ever had Muslim friends in real life. So for me, this was just like, it's like I'm talking to friends constantly back and forth. Please humble down. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Cecilia. That's very nice. I'm really not famous at all. Do I still have a minimal closet? It is so hard to maintain, but I do. Christina. Am I still friends with? I don't know which Christina you're talking about. See you later. See you. Yeah, so it's really hard, but I've tried. I have to go back and count things. This is a very interesting question. How has your hair changed since wearing hijab? I don't wash my hair as much, just because I think that's the trend thing to do. I've noticed my scalp is healthier since I started not washing it every single day with anti-dandruff shampoo, which is just so caustic to your hair. It's just disgusting. My hair is a lot healthier. My hair is a lot fuller. My hair, I cut it myself. My hair is about down to here now. Sometimes I really want to have unicorn hair, so that's on the books. What else? I had pink hair for a really long time. I had my hair grew so long just because I never cut it, that I cut off about this much hair, and I still had this much hair. What's for iftar tonight? I don't know. Vegan pizza, maybe? Do you plan on ever coming to the UK? I'd love to. I'd love to. Somebody goes, oh, Christina from the vlogs in Malaysia. She works at B&I. I don't really see her. We never really hung out outside of work, but I'm still friendly with her. Do you recommend supporting Baina even though you're not associated with them? It's a very good question. Baina is very good at Arabic. Any other Islamic stuff, I would say no. But yeah. What sort of shampoo do you use? It's called Moroccan oil. It's in a blue tube, and it smells kind of like, it smells really fresh. I really love it. It's very good. That's what I have. But it really clarifies my hair. It's really good for it. I have found it's expensive, but I use a bottle of it once every 6 months. So thank you for all you do. I gotta go, but thank you for being you. Makes me know it's still cool to be goofy. You know what? That's probably, if I had a legacy to leave behind, that's what I want. I want people to know that it's okay to be your natural self in Islam. It's because it's sulfate free. Yeah, Cecilia, that's exactly right. It's paraben, sulfate free, no beep, whatever that stuff is. It's very good. I love it. I also like macadamia nut oil is another brand that I use, but that's a little bit heavier. And my hair's thin and straight, so I'm always excited for anything Star Wars. I was so worried when Rogue One came out that I was like, oh no, they're gonna jump the shark. But still fantastic, so I'm just excited for anything Star Wars, really. What's another question? I feel like I'm half answering questions. I keep telling everybody how much I love you, following you from Egypt. Aw, thank you, Heba. Let's see. I asked a question on up about a conversation vlog. I'm missing that. I'm a chemistry student. Parabens aren't bad for you. No study has proven them to be harmful. That's probably true. Yeah, that makes sense. See, these things, it worked. The thing is, I was coming from like using only like Head and Shoulders anti-dandruff shampoo. um it's hard for me to go into the whole Vein of Quran Weekly thing. But I don't watch them anymore. Yeah. I tried to follow the scholars that I have sort of set before me as people that I will look up to, but and those are Sheikh Yasser Burjas and Sheikh Omar Suleiman. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So yeah. So my favorite scholars are Sheikh Yasser Burjas and Sheikh Omar Suleiman. What's your packing strategy? Emily, that's an excellent question, because I hope you're saying packing up, moving from one apartment to the next. I went over this with my friend Sadaf, because I have bits and bobs and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm planning on, I have these huge black tubs that I'm going to put in a room, and I'm only going to take what can fit in those tubs. Everything else is going to get thrown away, goodwilled, or if it's a sellable item, sell it. So no, I haven't. I'll look into these scholars. So if you like certain scholars, I'll take a look. It's just that I know the Sheikh Omar and Sheikh Yasser on like a personal level, and I can never say enough nice things about them. Sadaf, I mean, she was born here. I think she's Pakistani. I'm not sure, but yeah, you spelled it right. Are you still building your tiny house? I'm still planning my tiny house. I have to figure out how to raise money. I'm working on a website to teach sort of digital art and graphic design. But when you have no time to develop it, that's where the rub comes. So I'm currently trying to build that site so that I can run it, get money from it, and then put that all to my tiny house. That's the plan. So Ask Huda is a lot of fun to watch because of the diversity of questions. That's really cool. I like it when people talk about different schools of thought. It's really, I do not. What's your go-to karaoke song? We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel would probably be that, or anything by Queen or Journey. I like really belting it. Green olive or purple olives? Oh, like black ones? Ooh. I like green olives. I'm very American. I apologize. I do follow Imam Suhey Webb on Snapchat. I have some of my stuff. You can look at my online resume portfolio thing. It's andIrun.com. You can just find it there. Design Muslima clothing for plus size women. You know what? I would love to design the clothing, but not have anything to do with the production and selling. Does that make sense? I would seriously love to design the cut, the style, and choose the fabric, and then just give it to somebody else and then have them deal with that headache. Do you have to buy land to situate your home? So that's interesting. So Texas is different. You actually have to, if you do buy land, it has to have a foundation structure on it, and then you can put your tiny house on that land. But if it's just a land with no foundation structure on it, you can't really put a tiny house. That's at least the coding in Dallas, Texas. Okay. Cocoa is much better. She still has a little bit of cough, but we think it's like she has like her trach. She has a problem with her trachea. So this is a jersey scarf. This is by Aberdeen, I'm running a giveaway right now. Honestly, I told her to pick the winner. So if you want to go over to her Instagram and submit yourself, you have to follow her, all that stuff. But you said you face discrimination about once a year, but it's still a lot. Yeah. Oh, great, thanks. But that's okay. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. A conversion. I thought you kept saying conversation, derp, about your experience and why. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say, I don't think. I mean, to me, there's not much to say, but you guys might find it fascinating. Maybe I'll do one. I just never think of myself as a convert anyways, so I just sort of, am a Muslim now. So if they're misleading... So this is the thing, when it goes to scholars and stuff, when you... Like... Okay, so Sheikh Omar Suleiman did an article on Muslim Matters that pretty much sums up my feelings about everything that I've talked about before. And also Sheikh Yasser Bajas did a khatara last weekend that says do not follow the living because their legacy is not set in stone. So the people at those institutions I mentioned before that I'm no longer part of have made life choices that I cannot agree with on a moral basis, and thus I can never recommend them. So that is why I'm no longer part of those things. I would recommend, but then again, it's not my... I don't, let's just say, drama-wise, I don't wish to, put anything out there that's going to come back and slap me in the face, if you know what I'm saying. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. I do not follow Quran Weekly, and I do not follow Bayna anymore. Which is heartbreaking, but, yeah. So, yeah, don't follow the living. Don't wrap your life around a scholar or a institution that can be corrupted by this dunya, right? Follow the teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Put him on that high pedestal, not any living scholar. So, that's all I can really say. So that's just it. Yeah, I hope that helps somebody. I hope I made this clear, right? Does that make it clear? I hope I did. But I don't really want to get into the drama of a situation because a lot of the stuff that happened was personal, and I don't want to put super personal stuff out there because it's not mine to give. Does that make sense? So, just really... Yeah. Okay. Alhamdulillah. This scarf is a jersey scarf. I have switched. Hello from Ontario. I have switched to jersey almost completely. And I've stopped wearing an underscarf. La gasp. Yeah. I've stopped wearing an underscarf. So, salam from Buffalo. Well, I'm not from Buffalo. Salam to Buffalo. Alina. Hi from Oklahoma. There was another question that was really interesting. Let me see if I can find it. This is an interesting question. Do you ever give your mom and dad or family in general dawah? No. I mean, yes. I never, hi Laura. I never preach to them, right? I never preach to them. I never say it's my way or the highway, right? So, but dawah, true dawah isn't through words, it's through actions, in my opinion. Amima, I hope I'm Omima from Morocco. Salams to Morocco. Salam Sandra. Salam Bayubi. Salams Turkey. Salams Deutschland. Yeah. Hello. Eternal Sunshine, I can always pick you out on every single social media. Your name, I just remember it every single time. So, what was the question I started answering? So, dawah to my family. So, for example, my mom will ask me a question about fasting. I'll answer her, and I just continue, doing my thing. And if they have questions, they bring it to me. But I've noticed because of this, because I haven't preached to them or gone about it in a very sort of direct manner, they have actually become advocates for me and for other Muslims. It was amazing. Sometimes my dad will post on his personal Facebook about a hijabi sister being discriminated against and how dare they do that, for me that speaks more to me, that makes me more happy than anything else. Just sort of them becoming advocates for my freedom of religion, and it's getting a little emotional, but yeah, that's probably the best feeling ever. So, hello Turkey. What was the other question? Somebody else had another question right under that. Hopefully by next year I'll be back in Texas. Well, hopefully it will be when it's not hot. Yeah, I love how many different countries there are. It's so awesome. Haha, I'm not a stalker, I promise. I just love your videos. I don't think you're a stalker. This is what I mean by when I think about making videos, I think about you guys as a group of friends that I'm just recording this crazy video for, or a short video for, and you end up having little personalities. You have your personality shines through your comments, and it shines through the things that you like and the things that you share on my pages and stuff. So thank you. That's why it's so important to me when you guys comment, because your personality shines through, and I can remember, I always remember Eternal Sunshine, and I always remember how positive and supportive she is and all this kind of stuff, and I know she's from England, and yeah, it's just when people comment, I just start to, your personality shines through, I guess is the best way. So always comment on my videos so I know who you guys are. There's 2 years ago, massive rain. Do you remember where everything flooded? I think it was because I was Irish and the weather was yeah, it's we've had some killer rains during Ramadan here. It's been insane. My mom has become a huge advocate for Muslims. See, honestly, I'm sure my mom wasn't thrilled when I converted either. she was scared because it was unknown. Like, that's when you convert to Islam, like, if you're not in the community or know someone who's Muslim, it's foreign, it's unknown, it's not something you're used to. So at first, it could feel like they're against what you're doing, but they just love you and they only want the best for you. And once they realize that it is the best for you, it sort of just goes, that fear goes away and they can accept it, right? Yeah, it's totally understandable when your parents are sort of like, oh my gosh, what is happening? It's really difficult. Mainstream will think you're going off the deep end. Yeah. How do you work 9 to 5? Actually, I work longer than 9 to 5. My work day, Monday through Thursday is 10 hours. And then Friday is 5 hours. So I work about 45 to 50 hour work week. And fasting's alright. It's really not bad. Alhamdulillah. I never, the hunger never gets to me. I think it's because I have the metabolism of a polar bear. It's the thirst. It's the thirst that gets to me. So I try to limit my talking during the start of my day, and then I get chattier as the day goes on, just because you notice how parched you are. Can we have more of these live streams? Yeah, alhamdulillah, inshallah. You're Hanud? I'm unsure what that means. Yeah. Do you know my husband watches many Islamic scholars, and one of them said that it's... Yeah, I honestly feel like, somebody said to me once that there are so many different paths, right? All of them can be straight paths, but there's so many different paths to God, right? Like, somebody might take it this way. This is going to get deep, but I honestly feel nobody has the same religion. Because if you see twins, let's just say twins that are raised in the same household, have the same teachers, have the same thing, right? You will have a different outlook just because your life experiences are going to be different from each other, even if you're identical twins. So your Islam is going to be different, or your religion or your faith is going to be different. I just feel like everybody is looking at down a different straight path, right? And the hurdles that are going to be put in front of you are going to be different than the hurdles being put in front of somebody else. And so your faith is going to be so completely different than the guy sitting next to you. His path to you might seem so easy, but to him it might be so difficult. So that's just how I view Islam, and that's how I view faith. And I feel like there are many different ways that God calls to us, and we just have to be respectful of that. What's my nationality? I am predominantly Welsh, thus my Welsh ring. Okay, there's a lot of questions coming in. You'll probably never see Becca and I again together. You can rewatch the start of this video to understand why. My nationality is mostly Welsh, also Scottish and Irish, Ulster Irish, and English. My grandmother was from England and my grandfather was from Wales, and my father's family. Can I do a Welsh accent? No, I can say a few words, but I really wish I could. I really want... Do you like Mock the Week episodes without Frankie Boyle? He was my favorite. I don't think it's good without him. I don't watch Mock the Week as much as I watch my other shows. I just finished watching. Somebody uploaded a whole bunch of Travel Man with my favorite comedian of all time, Richard Ayoade. Like, he is literally my favorite person. Him and David Mitchell are my two favorite comedians ever. And so I pretty much watch everything. I can't do a Welsh accent. I wish I could come move to the UK. I really wish. My life goal is to go live somewhere in a different culture and like live in that culture for a long time. That is my life goal. So I would love to live. Hi from Pennsylvania. I'm not Muslim, but respect all people. Where in Pennsylvania, Mommy Biz? Mom's Biz? I'm from Pennsylvania too, so I'm down with the PA. I mean, I am American. It's just I figured when you asked that, I guess my ancestry, I can trace my roots back here to before the Revolutionary War. I had an ancestor that that supported supported the rebels in the Revolutionary War, and so I'm actually a daughter of the Revolution. Me and my sisters are DAR. Rob Ryden. Yeah, Rob Ryden. He's so petite. MashaAllah. Yes. Muhammad, his life based on the earliest sources. It's so good, especially the audiobook. Can't recommend it enough. It's fantastic. Travel Man, love Travel Man. So funny. Richard Ayoade is so good. He's hosting new episodes of Crystal Maze. Ooh, yay. I liked it when he was on What'd You Say or something like that. It was only on for a season, but whatever. Have you become vegan, Nye, or is it because some of your viewers maybe? Oh, so, okay. So this Ramadan, I'm mostly vegetarian. I say mostly with an asterisk because I'm not going to limit myself to a label. Just because every once in a while, like if something seems interesting, I want to try it. But for the most part, I eat mostly vegetarian. And try to eat vegan as much as possible. Just because I'm lactose intolerant, it's just easier. If I go to a place and they have something vegan on the menu, I'll go vegan. That is true. My friend who is Indian, we got bored on Friday when after it, and that's thus. Okay, so hold on. I got, what was I talking about? Vegan. Oh, yeah. So every once in a while, I try to do more vegan recipes just because I'm lactose intolerant, not for any other reason. I want to start gearing towards that way. I watched a documentary called Cowspiracy. It's on Netflix. It's weird because my uncle, well, a lot of my cousins are vegan and vegetarian, and so many things sort of could have turned me, but it didn't really turn my head. But when I see the environmental impact, that's what moved me to become predominantly vegetarian and vegan. Just what we're doing to our earth. And from a standpoint of being Muslim, I feel like most of my diet should be vegetarian and very rarely should I eat meat. So that's sort of because the earth is for us to protect, right? Okay, hold on. This person keeps posting this. Okay. I'm proud that I am Muslim and my sister is in Islam. How did you embrace Islam? Are you thinking about visiting? I literally was talking to somebody about going to Hajj today. That gives me so much anxiety. Ooh. I'm sure I'll have to get over it at some point and do Hajj or Umrah, but I I don't like crowds. It gives me anxiety. Do you think convert Muslims are better than born Muslims? Good God, no. But I don't know. I really don't. I think you judge a person on their moral compass and the choices that they make, and not having to do with when they came to Islam or not. But I also think that born Muslims have a moment where they take the shahada for themselves, where they make the declaration of faith, where they make their intent that this is no longer the religion that I grew up with, this is the religion I'm going to embrace for myself. So I do feel that every practicing Muslim has a moment when they accept Islam for themselves. So it doesn't have to do with if they were born Muslim or not. I think everybody has that point where they sort of revert to Islam or convert, however you want to say it. So that's it. What was another question? Please suggest more books that inspire you. Yeah, I really love the idea of doing a book club. I was surprised by how many people were excited by it. I was unsure about the format I'm gonna go with. I'm still unsure, but I don't want it to be a book club exclusively. I think it should be like a learning club, because there are some really amazing clips that I'd love to share with you. Like things that I watch, things that motivate me, things that inspire me. Like it could be a lecture, it could be a keynote talk, it could be a painting that you guys just like look and reflect upon, or something like that. Right now we're doing the Prophet, his life based on the earliest sources, Martin Ling's. I think towards the end of the month, towards the end of Ramadan, we'll do maybe like a Q&A type video, maybe a live stream dedicated just for that. The book club already began. Like a couple like last week or the week before. No, I haven't broken my fast. I have like 40 minutes left. So, have you had the opportunity to fly off for free somewhere around the world? Where would it be? I would go to New Zealand. I would go to New Zealand like in a heartbeat. I've heard that's really good. I really want to read it. We give it away at our masjid, so to new Muslims, so I might as well read it. I'm gonna probably get a Trader Joe's vegan pizza. Sounds amazing. And can I say how much I love so okay for the sorry, I was sick yesterday, so believe me, I get you, Christian. I understand you, but let me tell you, there is such thing as beef bacon, and the flavor is the same, the texture is a little bit different. Yeah, the texture is a little chewier. Bacon sort of like is like it cracks and crumbles. Beef bacon kind of you have to chew a bit more, but essentially the flavor is the same. So turkey bacon is turkey bacon. Turkey bacon should not be called turkey bacon. Neither should veggie bacon. Beef bacon tastes a lot like, almost exactly like flavor-wise, tastes exactly the same as pork bacon. That's I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, beef bacon is halal. You can get it from Midmar, I think that's what it's called. You can just order it. They sell it at our store, at our halal grocery store. I love fried halloumi. It is so good. How do I get over depression? Oi, Bill, you're asking some deep questions. Where can I, the book club is just happening. But let me, we should read the entire book and finish with it at the end of the month. Okay, so, Bill, I'm going to give you some practical advice. Depression is hard to get over. If you are a clinically depressed person, that means depression that you can't sort of slope out of without, medication. Mind you, I'm not a psychiatrist, so take this with a grain of salt. You should always seek guidance from a mental health professional. First and foremost, I will put that out there. But this is what helps me. I have found, there was a study done. I am really trying to stick to this one, about depression. So this just shows you ADHD, by the way, people. So you focus on iron. What was my thing? Okay, so everyone has a base level of where they're at mentally, right? Everybody has a base level. And you go through peaks and valleys and peaks and valleys and peaks and valleys, right? And when you're in the valley, you just hope for a peak. And when you're in the peak, you try to ride it as much as possible, right? Now, clinically, there's no way to raise that bar. You can try different things, but there's only really one way, and this straddles all religions, this straddles all races, this straddles all cultures. There's only one proven way that can raise this bar up, and that is actually giving and charity. It's been proven scientifically that it raises your level of baseline happiness, right? So if you give your time or give your money, mostly it's give your time, give your effort into a charity of your choice to help someone, this actually raises your happiness level. That's what helped me. Another thing is we end up putting up barriers when we're suffering from depression. And sometimes it's good to have barriers to protect yourself, but sometimes those barriers become walls. And those walls, you actually have to make an effort. And sometimes that effort just doing this, like mentally, like pushing that mental wall down, takes all the effort out of you for a whole week. But sometimes we put up those walls to protect ourselves. And then when it's time to move forward, those walls can be a hindrance. And so you have to just sort of put yourself out there, do something that is outside your comfort zone. For me, if my comfort zone is being inside my house, looking on the computer, I take a tiny step and I go to my friend Sahara's place and be on the computer there. But I'm around people, so it's like a step in a more social direction. I hope that helps. Yeah, so book club, back to book club. We'll probably do more stuff Yes, gratitude diary, also a very good thing. So the book club will just keep. I'll finish the book club in a month from that video. So honestly, I said in the video, listen to it via audio book, whatever. So yeah. All right. Any other questions that I didn't answer, or you have for me? Chit chat live series. Would love to take your sessions. Can you read Arabic? Nah. I can read Arabic. I don't know what I'm saying, but I can read it. But when I'm trying to connect with the Quran, I try to do it with the English one, because to me it's just gibberish. Let's see. How often are you gonna go live? Same time. Honestly, put the alerts on. I'll try to notify everybody on Facebook, but really it's just spur of the moment if I feel like it. Because sometimes when I schedule it, I'm not in a talkative mood. And so, would this book be okay for someone who is not Muslim to be able to follow? Which one? Which one are you talking about, Cecilia? I'm not sure. Come to Kashmir? New Zealand, Switzerland of the East. Oh, maybe. I think you can get it. The Footsteps of the Prophet, I think you can get it through Amazon. I think that's where we get them from. Will I do more recipe videos? I mean, you guys seem to love them, so I guess I will. I just eat very repetitively, so not anything. Yeah, I'm talking about the Martin Ling's one, the Prophet, his life based on the earliest sources. Let's see, what time is it? I've got an hour. Have you tried any vegan cheese? I'm scared, my beau. Okay, so the overnight oatmeal, it is very good, but you have to flavor it correctly. If not, it's very pasty, not gonna lie. But it is very good, and it helps me in sahur. Like, it really does throughout the day. Is Dallas ethnically diverse city? Yeah, very much so. Very diverse city. I mean, you have very metropolitan area in a very southern state, but you also have huge tech companies that are moving here. So you have a lot of Muslims, Hindus, a lot of Indian, Pakistani, Spanish. It's like a big melting pot. It's awesome. I love Dallas. It's very, 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 I cannot do Arabic calligraphy. I wished I could. I do have the Ideal Muslima book. Have I read it? Nope. I find it hard to read religious texts that aren't history books, if that makes sense. Because sometimes they say stuff that I'm like, no. So I have a struggle. The struggle is real. That's why I like history books when it comes to learning about Islam and stuff. Because, yeah. Okay. How do I get iron in my diet? Lentils are amazing. Broccoli is amazing. Honestly, when I used to give blood a lot, before it was hard to... It's always been hard for me to get my veins going. And anytime... Because my mom's anemic, so she has a very low iron. She has iron deficiency. So I just eat a whole bunch of beans and broccoli like crazy to get up my iron level before I would give blood. And it never occurred to me to eat meat for that. Yeah. You're scared of America. No. Yeah, if you can come, we have, just ask me. I'm at the front desk. I'll give you a copy. Okay. Honestly, no. I love America. It's awesome. I mean, it's everything I know. There are some racist, crazy people, but I figured that's everywhere. Scotch eggs. Ooh. Can I tell you how much I love things wrapped in things? Like, I love samosas, I love wontons, I love dim sum, I love steamed dumpling. Like, I love things wrapped in things. So, yeah. I don't know, Deborah, where was your question? I'm sorry. I'm not avoiding any questions, if you haven't noticed. Oh my god, wasn't that date shake so good? I love it. I got new ice cream, so I'm gonna try it. Alright, bye Sarah. Honestly, I don't know where your question is. Ask it again. Okay, I'm not asking that. I'm not answering that. Ice the eggs, then wrap those babies. Dim sum, love them too. Deborah, I don't see your question. I'm sorry, darling. I'm not trying to ignore it. Unless it's rude, and then I won't answer it. So dates are good. Yeah, dates are awesome. I go every day to sit at a desk. Yeah. Hannah, how are you doing? Brielle, hold on. No, I'm not gonna answer that question. Okay, so what's another one? So tell me, if you don't keep posting it, I might miss it. Unless it's a rude question, I try to answer all of them. Unless I already answered it before. And then, what do you do and why did you move to Texas? Okay, so I work for a masjid. I work for a mosque. I work for Valley Ranch Islamic Center. And I moved to Texas because, honestly, I talked about when I first got divorced, I was going through counseling, and I was going through counseling with, actually, I didn't mention it in these videos, but I was going through counseling with Sheikh Yasser Burjas. Like, I went to, it's called, I think it was his personal counseling session, and he definitely helped me through like so many horrible jeez, huh. Yeah, anyways, this is hysterical. Anyways, so he actually recommended me moving to Valley Ranch Islamic Center, and so I did. That's pretty much the long and the short of it. When Sheikh Yasser tells you to jump, you jump. Well, not really. Never follow the living, but take their suggestions, you know. Okay. I really like the header, especially rings. It's a great idea. Oh yeah, I got bored. This is yesterday. I wanted to try henna. I have a very shaky hand, so it's very crooked. But that's okay. what is it? Any tips for new Muslims? Ooh, yes. There's a book called The New Muslim Guide, and I recommend every Muslim that's looking into Islam or just accepted Islam, go get that book. I think you could get it for $5 from somewhere. It's called The New Muslim Guide, and it's kind of like brownish on the edge, and it's got a circle. Let me see if I can find it. Uh-oh, things got real. I don't know if I have it. Ouch. A lot of my books are packed. Yeah. Oh. But if you're a new Muslim, I recommend, if you're English speaker, if you're looking for a Quran, this one is the one I recommend the most. It's the Oxford World Classics, new translations by M.A.S. Abdul Halim. So this is the one that I read. This is actually my Quran. The thing I do is, like the last 2 years, once this was recommended to me, I think I was at, where was I? I think I was at Sheikh Abdul Nasser's class, and he's the one that recommended this. And then somebody came in and bought a whole bunch of these and gave them out, because they're only $6, $6.99 I think on Amazon. And I asked him if I could have one of those, and I was going to give him money, and he goes, "You can have it for free as long as you use it." And I thought that was such a brilliant thing to do, and I really loved it. So this is my Quran, and somebody gave it to me and for free. So I took that idea, and I bought, I think I bought $160 worth, and took it to the Masjid to Sheikh Yasser to give out to anybody who's coming to Islam, so, or wants to have a Quran that's in English. So that's what I do. So if that's something that is appealing, you can do it too. Wow, you are obscene. I don't know how to report you. There you go. Yes, I have a Muhammad Assad's as well. I do have that one. It's a beautiful Quran. I love it a lot. So it's just that this one is a lot handier. The one that I have for Muhammad Assad is a big one. But it's an exceptional one. That's the one I have. Do I do graphic design work for the masjid? Yes, I do all the graphic design for Valley Ranch. A lot of flyers. Right now I'm going to be editing videos for the fundraiser. Yeah, I do that, and I help. I tried to block them. So I'm a grandma convert, but I feel I follow you for a long time. Aw, thank you. Do you think Donald Trump gets a raw deal? No. So the Muhammad Assad one is very good. This is just it's just easy. It's an easy read. And everything is translated to English. So I know in the Assad one some things are like in Arabic that are hard to translate. I don't know how to explain, but this is the one I read on the daily. This other one is the one that is more decorative, I guess. Sorry. You should follow your heart. Sorry, still getting over sickness. Thought truth, no human can stand in the way even in yours. I feel like I'm missing something, but that's okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sheikh Omar is no longer part of Bayana, and yeah. So he won't be continuing that series. But you should go follow Yakin. He heads that up, and a lot of the people Mufti Mink, I have not heard anything bad about him. He's a really solid guy, in my opinion, that I know of. Mashallah. Very nice man. No! My house is way too messy right now. Yeah, it's too messy. I can't let you see my thing. It's really bad. It was about me because my husband does not wish me to become a Muslim, and we fall out on TV is even though I have always felt love and drawn to Islam. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. It's a really tough situation. I have a friend that was in the same one. My suggestion is learn and grow slowly. And whatever decision you make sure you're solid in it. Okay? Because I would hate for you to go down the line and turn the other way, I guess if that makes sense. So just learn as much as you can, and when you make a decision, be solid in that decision, because it's for the rest of your life. I mean, that's what I wish somebody told me when I was first looking into Islam. When I was first looking into Islam, it was like the pressure from the outside, from my Muslim friends to convert, was so weird that it felt cult-like, and it put me off. I was like, ugh. It left a bad taste in my mouth. So I had to like cut off all that sort of influence and focus on myself and focus on my faith and find it for myself. And thank God I did that, because there has never been a moment since the time I took my Shahada that I've ever thought this was a poor choice. Why did I make this choice? So just the pressure is out there, and the pressure is out there, and it is intense, and yeah, it is a difficult situation, especially when it's your husband. So it makes sense why I've been reading and researching for many years, and I try to read books I often found myself in. Yeah, when you see yourself reflected back at you, and you find a connection in a religion that is not how you were raised, it's very scary, and it's very at the same time very liberating. Like, I feel like I can be myself in Islam for the first time. I'm not oppressed. There's nothing about my religion. I've only felt freedom since converting. I know that's not the case with everyone, but alhamdulillah. I don't know if you have any other questions. Now, as for your husband, We're all on paths, and just be respectful, I guess, of his viewpoint, and hopefully he can see yours. That's yeah, that's all I can really say to that. Throw 6 or 7 people did keep asking me. Minha. Is this Minha? Hold on. It looks like you have a cat in your profile. I'm coming close. Minha, is that you? It would be hysterical if it was. Let me see your questions. Where are they? I don't know. Yes, Minha. Minha is one of my best friends, so give her a shout out. She doesn't like to be on videos, or she'd be on there on the daily, but her and Sahara, pretty much if I'm in a video with Sahara, Minha's like right next, outside of frame. But she does not like to be on video, and I respect that life. Kaboom. Okay, sorry to ask this, but did you get separated? Are you talking about my husband, my ex-husband and I, if we got separated because of your conversion to Islam? If Coco could speak, what would be her first words? Derp. Coco's first words would be derp. Actually, I'm sorry, but you can't. Okay, so in Islam, okay, whether you feel that you are born gay or this, again, this is going to be, I'm not going to get into specifics or fiqh or anything like that, but God puts things in our path in life, right? And it's how we choose to act upon those things in our life that we're going to be judged upon. Now, can you be gay and be Muslim? Can you have sexual desire for the same sex and still be Muslim? Yes. That is something that God put in your path, and it's how you deal with that shows you your character, etc. And when people say that there are no gay Muslims, to me that just like is completely discounting an entire group of people that want to feel like their voice is heard, etc. Now, anything more than that, I can't really speak to because it's not something that I have experience in. But when you say there's no gay Muslims, to me that's just sort of like, well, how can, if somebody has the sexual desire for the same sex and they ask for help from a scholar, well, sorry, you're not Muslim. That doesn't make sense to me. So anyways, I don't really have the pictured and report all abusive content and help keep this clean. So anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that, because it's a really sticky situation. It's tough because you have to be somebody who studied fiqh in order to advise somebody that is in this situation. Does that make sense? Yeah. Is the sole reason for your separation with husband because you reverted? No. We definitely became two different kinds of Muslims. The best things about my ex-husband are the things that are reflected, that he follows, that are reflected, that are good about Islam, if that makes sense. The things that I fell in love with him about are the things that I fell in love with when it came to choosing Islam as a faith. We did not do well together. Personality conflict. Yeah. I mean, it's hard for me to delve into the situation because, again, that's airing somebody else's business that's not my own. Let's just say I was definitely a shell of a person when it became, when it came towards the end. So, yeah. That was a deep question. Yeah, no, my ex-husband and I just did not see eye to eye eventually. Okay. What is your most favorite Ramadan memory? I don't know off the top of my head. Oh, I know. So at Valley Ranch, one of the best things that Valley Ranch Islamic Center does is they hold I'm just checking to see when my fast is up. I still got a half hour. Actually, probably more like 40 minutes. They have a qiyam every night for the last 10 nights, which inshallah I'll be able to attend all of it this year. So I'll stay at the masjid from Isha to Fajr. That's my goal. Hello, Brazil. A qiyam is when you stay up all night and you do different acts of worship, from praying to remembrance to dhikr. I'll try to vlog the qiyams. They're fantastic. I vlogged a couple previously. One was Sheikh Abdul Nasser. But the one that I'm talking about is Sheikh Yasser Bajas took us through a guided meditation, and he taught us how to make dude, come on. Yeah. So you stay from Isha to Fajr, and you do all kinds of acts of worship. And if you... My son says, no way, nigh, lol. Okay. If you stay from... If you pray Isha and Fajr in a masjid, it's like you're doing... I think it's like you're... Don't quote me on this. But it's like you spent the whole night in the masjid for the whole thing. Anyways. Oops. Let me tuck this in. This is a very bad connection, apparently. But my favorite memory from Ramadan is just being in that qiyam and doing the guided meditation, because no one really taught me how to make dua, and then finally we had a step-by-step on how to make dua and really feel the connection. Like in Islam, you talk about khushu, so like your sort of mindfulness in a certain act of worship and that connected feeling to God, and I really felt it at that time, and that was probably the most connected I felt. I'm in Brazil. Women wear short clothes. What do you think about that? They're entitled to wear whatever they want. I choose to wear long clothes. So, yeah. I don't try to judge people. Have you considered freelancing for work? Oh, freelance is hard. Freelance is super hard. Just because people never pay you what you're worth. Or, yeah. Especially in design, people try to get everything on the cheap. In that case, try just going to Fiverr. If you want a logo done, go to Fiverr. Honestly, my time is worth more than what some people are willing to pay. So, Yeah. Okay, hold on. What would iftar while camping be like? You want to know what iftar with camping would be like? It would be the same as everything else. It's boiled soup essentially, because it's dry. You just have to add water, light to pack, easy to carry. Are you gonna still make camping vlogs? Miss those. Sorry, I fell asleep. Was the subject of turtles been discussed yet? Yeah, you missed out. Well, now that it's summer, camping is hard to do in Texas. So I have a trip planned. In the beginning of August with my cousin. My menu tonight is going to be frozen pizza in the oven and juice. And dates, of course. Yep, Trader Joe's, TJ's all the way. What's more questions? Okay, hold on. If you want to learn more about Islamic terms, okay, never heard of that, but try it. Yeah, you know what? That's true. Silver Twilight says exactly the same. I honestly didn't know what things meant for like the longest time. You just learn by context. Like context clues. They're like talking about yeah. Great. Block. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, so context clues. A lot of even today, I like have to think back, like, oh, okay, what do they mean by this? Or I'll ask. But yeah. Let me see. What was the question? You did have a question. I feel like I missed it. Oh, how do you go to a masjid? If you ever come to Valley Ranch, I'd be the person you talk to. This is what you see when you this is what you see when you walk in the door, is the top of my head looking down at my computer. But I would say if you're shy, sometimes it's best to email first. Email the masjid. If they're on top of it, they'll set up a meeting with you, and then you'll have a one-on-one, and then you can go to the masjid and meet someone, and they can sort of help you through to a new masjid and meet people that are culturally relevant to you. Would be my best guess. So, like, if you only spoke Arabic, they would introduce you to people who would speak Arabic. So you're not sort of like a fish out of the water, so to speak. Or vice versa. Do I have any plans of coming to London? Not at the moment, but a lot of my friends are in England, so one day. I'd like to, if I was in England, I'd love to go. I really want to go to Scotland. I want to go to Edinburgh. If I was in England, I'd want to go visit my cousins, of course, because no trip is complete without seeing Gig and Keith and Katie, Sally, and Sarah. And the kiddos, and then Wales, I just really want to go to small villages. I think I love that idea. Oh, of course I'm watching Game of Thrones. Hello. Last season was so good. But hopefully last season wasn't so horrible. But still, sometimes I wish they had an edited version that I could watch, because I love that series. It's so good. Do I like or hate the United States? On a national level, it's really not my cup of tea right now. But on a local level, the people I interact with on a day-to-day, I love it. It's awesome. So if you didn't know, my mom does you can go follow her on her. She has a YouTube channel called Toodle's Bedtime Stories, where she reads stories to my nephew who lives in Bangladesh right now. And because she can't be with him, she recorded a whole bunch of videos of her reading like little bedtime stories. And so I doubt, I might, if me and my mom hang out, I might do one. But I can't really talk about that right now. When are we going to discuss turtles? Come on. Yusuf will get no play in this. There'll be no turtle talk. What do you mean, Hodor? Do I watch, like, Coronation Street? Like, that kind of thing? No, don't really. Probably I watch Bake Off. I watch, Call the Midwife. I tried to watch Stacy and Gavin, but I didn't really like it. I know that's like sacrilege to some people. Do I live near my parents? No, they live about 1,600 miles away. Yeah, there are dozens of us. Listen, I'll talk about Ninja Turtles. It's called Tootles, Tootles, Bedtime Stories. Yeah. I mean, Call the Midwife is amazing. It's so good. I sort of checked out with this doctor. Yeah, but I heard he's ending soon, so hopefully that's a new one's coming. Okay, who's my fetish fave? Can you show your hair? No, don't be dumb. Who's your favorite British YouTuber? Ooh, good question. I do like Zoella. I feel like such a tween saying that, though. I feel like such a tween. And, of course, Amina. I love Amina, right? But I love myself. I love myself some Zoella. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I don't watch a lot of hijabi YouTubers. I am a convert. I don't watch Dina Tokyo. Yeah, she's really sweet. I like that about her. Dude, I know. Actually, she's like 28. But I think I like her accent, and so I can put it off in the background and like work on stuff, and it's just very I don't know, it's kind of relaxing to listen to. I just like her accent. And I think she's like super adorable at times. I don't really watch a lot of her thingies. I don't watch Dina Tokyo. I've met her. Very nice woman. very sweet. I just don't like prank videos a lot, and I know she got into that, and I can't. It's not in me. I don't like pranks. And I don't really. Yeah, but you're also the girl that doesn't like James Corden, so come on. Yeah. So funny that there's not. I don't watch beauty gurus. I do watch one just because she's so good at it that I think her name is Nikki Tutorials. She has like a bajillion subscribers. She's like 4 million or more. I don't know. But she's a heavier set girl, and her before and after is like insane. She is so good at makeup. Like, I just see her do it, and she's just like a little this here and a little and it's like done, and I'm just like, I couldn't even do that if you paid me. It's so good at it. Wait. You say you don't like overly upbeat people, yet you follow me? I'm like not a morose person. Yes, okay, Elizabeth, I'm right there with you. I don't really follow a lot of Muslim YouTubers, to be perfectly honest with you. Just because when it comes to Islam, I like to get my information from, like, credible sources, i.e. not people like me. And so I try to, like, unless I'm, like, really close friends with them, like Amina. Who else do I follow? I think that's it. Okay, Canada, I love you. But everyone loves Canada. Canada is like the... Yeah, Canada, pretty much everybody loves Canada. I mean... Maybe it's Maple Leaves. Ugh, we just broke our fast. I have 20 minutes. I have 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm sure everyone looks better when they're laughing. I definitely have, Oh, I do, yes, thank you. But she doesn't really do YouTube very much. Eileen, yeah, she doesn't really do YouTube. Eslima, she doesn't do YouTube very much, but I do follow her stories on Instagram, and I love her. She's awesome. Ramadan is going. I'm getting over a 6, so it's it's really hard. I am getting a new dress from Eid. It hasn't come yet, so I am cautiously optimistic that I'll get a new dress for Eid. Inshallah. I have 15 more days left, so I'm getting a dress from Anna Hariri, who is also a friend, and she has a beautiful clothing line. So that's usually where I get it. Eid plans, nothing is set in stone. What city I was born in? Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'll probably hang out with Sahara and Yusuf and Minha and Sadaf and all my good friends. Yeah, that's why I went with Anna Hariri again, because I really loved the white dress I wore last year. So, yeah, I'm definitely going with one of her dresses this year. Hey, Coco, you want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Come on, baby. Say hi. Then everybody can say how haram you are. Look at her. Oh, great. Hello, we're gonna block you. Bye, Felicia. Bye-bye. Oh, Daya, I'm so sorry. I didn't block you, did I? No. Okay. Just checking. Yes. Okay, so Cecilia, coming up, I'm going to she is the cutest haram, by the way. You are the cutest haram. So yeah, so I am going to be doing a giveaway with Anna Hariri. So that's $100 gift card coming up in one of my videos. So what annoys you more, Islamophobes or haram police? Such a good question. I don't know. What would everyone respond? Which annoys you more, haram police or Islamophobes? So let me give you the story of Coco. You can enter, Cecilia. Enter. Okay. I'll do the Coco thing after this fidget spinner question because they drive me insane. The only thing is, yeah, so both are ignorant, but different ways. With fidget spinners, if kids really realize the science behind fidget spinners, I would truly think that they were awesome. But I feel like this is so close to my head now. When did that happen? Wow. But they have these kids that just sit there going like this. But if you think about the mechanics, like the mechanical engineering behind a truly good fidget spinner, that would be really cool. But they don't. They just sit here going like this. I mean, but then again, it's just the thing that is now. When I was a kid, there were yo-yos. Like, yo-yos had this huge resurgence when I was in high school. Okay, so Coco's story. So Coco, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know the story. She was my uncle's dog, and I'm sorry, Deborah. Most of it's based off of what the shop proprietor wants. So if they're mostly on Instagram, they want the contest run on Instagram. So anyways, so Coco was my uncle's dog, and he passed away, and then my aunt was in charge of her, and she sadly went into this huge spiral, and couldn't really take care of. Coco had a brother named Pugsley, and Pugsley ended up dying in the intervening years, and Coco ended up hurting a rib right here, and they didn't take care of her teeth, and she has a missing patch of skin, which we think is like scar tissue from who knows what. And so all of her medical problems, and nobody wanted to adopt her, and they were going to take her to the pound, I guess. And so instead of her going to the pound and all of them seeing just all of her issues and all of her medical problems, I decided to adopt her just because I couldn't. Whoa! I look away and there's disgusting stuff. Block. So that's why I adopted her. Honestly, like, I've consulted people, like, in keeping a dog, and I believe everybody that's interested should do the same thing. I'm not going to sit here and say it's right or wrong. It's you do you, figure out your thing. I can't own a cat, sadly. I get really sick Yes, Ingrid Masson actually wrote probably a really definitive article about it. And that actually sort of led the way. And Coco's like the best little Muslim dog. Mashallah. Like, I'm really blessed with her. She respects my boundaries. I'm allergic to most animals, not gonna lie. I'm not allergic to Coco. But I'm really allergic to cats. Like, they make my throat close up and my lungs shut down. So Coco doesn't like being on camera. Make Coco shirts. I do dress her up. She has a hiking top. But yeah, Team Coco. Yeah. I call her Coconut though, because I don't like the name Coco, especially for such a small dog. It makes me feel very Paris Hilton. All right. Do you ever not feel safe? Yeah. I didn't feel safe a couple months ago, right after Trump was elected. Somebody put a note on my door, and I didn't feel safe. And then it just died down. But alhamdulillah. Okay, Hamza, I'm gonna block you because I feel like you're not being part of the conversation and you're just trolling people. So, bye. What's the best halal joke you've ever heard? Eesh. I'm not very good at telling jokes. I'm not very good at telling jokes, actually. I guess this is a halal joke. What do gay horses eat? Hey! Always makes me laugh. I have no idea why. So funny. Who's my favorite comedian? I like Trevor Noah. I like Hassan Minhaj. I like Richard Ayoade. I like David Mitchell. I've heard that one. The interrupting cow one's really funny. Yeah. Yeah, so those are mine. I also like, I like Greg Davies. Greg Davies? I think that's his name. He's really tall. Dara O'Brien. I like those guys. The ones that are like, Richard Ayoade is like, the henna. I don't understand. Bye. Alright, I think I'm gonna start prepping my iftar. So this is my henna. It's Star Wars. Alright. I think I'm going to... No one's behind me, dude. Okay, I think I'm going to sign off because I have to get my iftar ready. I hope you have... I loved Rogue One. So good. Please don't swear. Come on, man. Yeah. Hope you have fun. Enjoy life. I'll see you soon, inshallah. Alright. Happy iftar, Minha. In 10 minutes. Alright. Hope you like this long format live thingy. Have fun. Love you all. Bye.